welcome to our Crazy Crafts Scotland. It's Fiona here and this is my first video of my junk journal journey. That is not easy to say, I have to say. My junk journal journey. As you may know, I don't normally do paper crafts, but I'm wanting to get into it. I would love to be able to make the gorgeous cards that I see on other people's channels. And I thought a good way to start would be through doing a junk journal, because they're basically a good place to put the different bits and pieces that I play around with. And that way, if I don't make things perfect at the start while I'm learning, it's fine. There's somewhere to put them. And it's a good way to journal my road to paper crafting, if you like. Now, there's a few different ways you can make a junk journal, but I thought the easiest way for me to start, because I'm not used to paper crafting, is an altered book junk journal. Now, I will link in the description box below the videos that I used to help me learn how to do this. I'm not saying it's perfect, it's far from perfect, but it's my first attempt. So just in case you're interested in making one yourself, I will link those videos below. Now, the first thing that I did was get a hardbacked book, and I used one that was glued rather than had signatures. And again, it explains the reasons for that in the videos that I'm going to link. This was a book that I got out of a charity shop, and it was part of the 10 books for £2, so it cost me 20 pence. It did have a nice shiny cover on it, but I just took that off because I prefer the black. I will be covering that at some point. I'm not sure what I'm doing with it yet though. So as you can see, it was actually by Brian Blessed. I think he's an actor, isn't he? And it was called Nothing's Impossible. So basically what I did was, if you can see here, wait, I'll zoom you in a little bit. I took out a lot of the pages so that I had space to fill it with different bits and pieces, because if I had left it as it was, it would have ended up way up here. So I went through it and ripped some pages out at different areas, and then I will show you as I go through it what I did. Right, I'm just going to dive into it. Please do not take this as a great example of how to do an altered book junk journal, because like I say, it's my first one. So bear with me. Right, so when I open it up, I'm not really starting to do anything inside it, but I just wanted to sort of mark the fact that this was my first one. And I've decided I'm going to make it an autumnal theme because it is autumn. So in here, I just basically played about with some paint and some ink from stamps to make it a nice orangey autumnal colour, and I just stuck in a bit of card that says Junk Journal 1 Autumn 2020. Am I happy with that now? Not really, but it's staying there because it's part of the learning process. So I've not done anything on the next page yet. Now what I did do was I glued a few pages together here, not very well, you can see it sort of coming apart like that. I'll need to stick them down again, but it's just to give it some strength at the beginning. And like I say, I've not decorated it or anything yet. I just want to show you my base for my journal. So what I've done here is I have glued 2 pages together but left it open at the side to make a side tuck, and we've got this V shape cut out so I can put different things in there. Then as we go through, I've not done anything there. I have glued a couple of pages there. Basically, in some places where I've taken pages out, I've just glued the pages together, and other places that I've taken them out, I have created little pockets and tucks sort of thing. Now here, as you could probably see from the outside, wait, I'll zoom you out a bit again. Whoops, there is a little bit there that says, hello. I'm not actually liking that now, but again, I've left it there, and I was just impatient and wanted to start doing something. So this is it. It was one of the note cards. It was one of the note cards that I bought in the charity shop, and I loved the squirrel, and I loved the fact that it said hello. So I had just glued it into this page, and I've just put some of my rainbow unicorn poo tape from there round the outside, because I think rainbow and autumn, it's the same sort of thing, isn't it? So I have put that there. I wish I hadn't now, because for a number of different reasons I should really have decorated the page first before sticking anything in, and I don't like the fact that it sticks up so much, but again, we live and learn. So I have then got another pocket here. Oh, I didn't realise I had put that in there. Wait till I take this little thing out. A little journaling card, but I'll show you that in a different video. So as you could see there, I have got a top pocket here, just made from pages glued together. As we go through it, I've got other pages just glued together, not a pocket or anything. Wait, I'll unzoom you. Not a pocket or anything, just again to give it strength, because when you are filling them up with bits and pieces, you don't want your pages to be falling out. Here I have got a loose page that hasn't got, it's not glued or anything, so we are keeping the textures and things different. Here I have got another top pocket, but I've ripped the top of the page away rather than keeping it a full page. This book was called Nothing's Impossible, and I did find that quite, what's the word I'm looking for, like a bit of an inspiring and motivational phrase, nothing's impossible, because there have been times that I've been doing this thinking I'm never going to be able to do it, why am I even trying it? And I thought, no, nothing's impossible, give it a go. So I basically, this is from the front cover of this book. I just cut that bit out, and I thought the cover's quite autumnal as well, so I stuck that in the top of that page, glued the rest of the page down, so it's going to be a nice wee tucky bit for different bits of ephemera. And then I've just taken my ink and inked the top of the page and the top of that bit as well, just to sort of make it nice and blendy. So yeah, that's another tuck. As we go through it, this is more glued down pages. As you can see, I'm not great at my gluing yet. There are a few wrinkles in the pages here, and that's more glued pages. Again, I've got another top tuck here. It hasn't got the bit cut off this time, but somewhere else to put some interesting bits and pieces. Here I've got a corner tuck, and I ripped off the top corner of this page, and rather than leaving the writing of the next page up here, I stuck in another one of those note cards just with glue, so that you could see the owl there, nice autumnal owl, and it's got the nice pink background with the leaves and things. There is actually another little owl beside it there, but you couldn't see that. And again, I just took a pink ink and sort of blurred the edges with the pink just to help it to tie in with that, and I do quite like that. But again, I've got a nice tuck there. I might put some owl bits and pieces in there, or I might do something completely contrasting, I don't know. And I've got another couple of pages glued together here. I've got another page that's not glued together. So there's a few pages now and again that I've just left that I can decorate whatever way that I want. Here I've got another side tuck, and I've just glued the top and bottom of the pages together to put bits and pieces in. And more glued pages. And we're almost there. Oh, I love this. I love this. This is near the middle of the book, and I decided to make like a double page spread, if you like. So I ripped off the top parts of both of these pages. This card here was in a pack by Hunky Dory Crafts that I got as a freebie from, I found out about it from Christine, My Life and Hobbies, and she basically was saying they were giving away this Christmas card pack if you paid the post and packing that was £2.99. So I decided to do that because I'm at the start of my journey. I've not got a lot of card or papers or anything yet, so I'm starting to build that up, and I want to do it on a budget basically. But although this was meant to be part of the Christmas pack, I loved the colours for my autumn journal. So what I did was I just took the top and bottom corners of it and glued it into the pages behind here. So we've got a tuck, but we've got some interesting colours behind it. The same on both pages. And again, I've just taken some brown ink and inked the top of it just to sort of match and make sure that it all blends in, and I really do like that. I'm going to have to do something special on this spread, I think. I don't know what, but it's going to be something nice. And then we just got some other plain pages, more pages glued together. You can see the rips, the ripped pages here. Can you see that? I'm not great at taking them out, but I don't want to pull out too many of the little bits and pieces in case the other pages fall out. And it was actually photographs that were here, which is why that sort of sticks out a bit more. When I come to decorate these pages, I will blend that in with something, or I might stick something right over the 2 pages. I don't know yet. Another couple of pages that are just plain. We've got another top tuck here, a rounded one this time, just to be different. Another couple of plain pages. Now here we've got a side tuck, but on this side of the page rather than this side, just to make it a little bit varied. And over here, this was actually, I've got no idea what the quote thing is about because I've not read the book. But what I did notice was there are letters in each of the lines here that spell out the word autumn. So I thought it would be fun. I just circled the A-U-T-U-M-N, and then I took some orange ink and just inked over them just to make the word autumn stand out. I don't know why, it just occurred to me and I felt like doing it. And isn't that what junk journaling's about? Just taking your ideas and going with the flow. And another couple of pages glued together, and then here at the very back we have got another double page spread, but instead of the slanty pockets I have cut it about sort of 3/4 length. If we can see that, yeah, about 3/4 length. And what I did was, this was out of a book that I've got, and it was all the one page. This belongs to the bottom half of this. I like the colours, I like the flowers, so I decided to rip it in half and split it over the 2 pages. Again, I don't know if I'm going to be happy with that once I come to decorate it, but I quite like it just now. And I just inked round the outside of it. You can see the rips here as well. I'm going to have to do something with that. And I've just inked round the outside of it to give it a bit of uniformity. Oh, I don't know. You know what I mean. And then that is the end of the book. I've glued the 2 back pages together, again, just to give the book some support. And that is the basis for my junk journal. So now I have got I don't know if it's a chore or a pleasure or what's the word I'm looking for? Major challenge to start filling these pages and decorating the pages, but I'm going to enjoy it. Yeah, it might end up a complete mess. It might end up nothing like what a junk journal is supposed to be, but it's my first junk journal and I'm going to be proud of it regardless. So yeah, this is the first part of my junk journal journey. I have made my journal, so rather than taking a load of different pages and binding them together, I've taken a book that was already bound together, ripped out pages, made some interesting pockets and tucks, and my next stage is going to be decorating it and adding bits of ephemera. I have started making bits of ephemera and I will do another video on that once I've got quite a collection together. But I just wanted to show you this one to get us started, to let you know where I was at with the journey. So I hope you have enjoyed this. Please give me any comments, constructive criticism, advice, whatever you think in the comments below. I would love to hear it. I am on a massive learning journey. Please help me out with this. I am more than open to any suggestions that you've got. And I've got a thick skin, just be nice. And I will keep you updated on how I'm getting on with this. And yeah, I think that's everything. If you've enjoyed this, please hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already. I am on my way up to 100 subscribers. Woohoo! And I will see you in my next video. Thanks very much, everybody. Bye!